start our storytelling, let's have first our objectives for today. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to 1. Give the meaning of difficult words found in the story. 2. Identify fact or make-believe images. 3. Note details. And 4. Infer character traits.
But before we start with our storytelling, let us first have our vocabulary development. Let us unscramble the letters of the words so that we can form the correct word. You will be given the meaning so that you will be guided on what word to guess. Are you ready? If you are, then let's begin.
Number 1. It means very sad. The word is miserable. Next word. It means extreme anger. The word is wrath. Next word. The word means bright and striking, full of energy. The word is vibrant. Next word. It means soft and muffled crackling sound. The word is rustled. Next word. The word means fairy. The word is encantada. Next word. The word means folk healer or witch doctor. The word is albulario. Next word. It means hopeless. The word is desperate. Next word. It means being full of or swarming with. The word is teeming. Next word. It means kill an animal. The word is slaughter. Next word. The word means very delicious. The word is sumptuous.
Now, I want you to count the number of check marks you got for our vocabulary development. Let's see how much you got. So, what's your score? Did you get perfect? That's amazing. But don't you worry even if you don't get perfect. Still, you will be learning a lot of difficult words today. Have you experienced going to a spring pool? Have you fetched some water there? Or have you tried swimming with the fishes in that spring pool? Well, if you have experienced this, then you might as well be able to relate to our story for today. Are you ready? Let's begin.
The Legend of the Fishes in Tawog, written by Jean P. Momongan and illustrated by Karen O. Rizada. Long time ago, in a barrio of Sibonga, stood a great banyan tree, locally known as Dalakit or Balete in Tagalog. Underneath the roots of this huge and splendid tree is a spring where water gushes out day in and day out. This is from where people fetch their drinking water, wash their clothes, and take a bath. Young kids enjoy swimming with the colorful and vibrant fishes in the spring pool created by the endless water supply. This place is called Tawog, and the people believe that this is the city of the Encantadas and the Encantados. The elders often remind the young and carefree ones to stay quiet and behave whenever they are in the place. Children must never harm the fishes nor touch them because these fishes were believed to be the pets of the powerful Encantadas. One day, Philemon, a fisherman, came by to fetch some water. He was so desperate at that moment because he just came back from the sea without a single catch. He felt miserable knowing he had nothing to feed his hungry family when he comes home for dinner. While he was filling his water container, he suddenly saw the crystal clear water in the spring pool teeming with fat fishes shimmering under the dimly moonlit sky. He could imagine the happy faces of his children eating some grilled fish. With these thoughts, he was tempted to cast his net into the spring pool. To his delight, his net was filled with an unimaginable lot of fish. Philemon couldn't contain his happiness and excitement with his catch. He hurriedly went home and told his wife to cook the fish. At dinner, Philemon, his wife, and their two children enjoyed a sumptuous fish dinner. An hour later, Philemon and his wife suffered unexplainable pain in their stomach. The kids kept throwing up. Philemon couldn't figure out why they felt that way until he remembered about the fish he got from Tawog. He immediately told his wife about his secret, and he hurriedly went back to Tawog. The place was so quiet when he got there. The moon was shining above the crown of the banyan tree, and the spring water shimmered like crystals. He looked around, but he was all alone. He called out to the Encantadas and the Encantados.
Cantadas, encantados, please hear me. I am very sorry for what I did.
He cried.
I did not mean to harm your pets. I was just so worried for my family to again sleep with an empty stomach tonight. Please forgive me. I know I was wrong.
He begged. Suddenly, a very beautiful lady in long flowing dress appeared and said,
You deserve to be punished. You are selfish and too daring.
Philemon begged on his knees and repeatedly asked for his family to be spared from the Encantadas' wrath.
You can punish me, but please spare my wife and kids. They know nothing
The
about this.
Encantada agreed to spare Philemon's family so his wife and kids got healed at home. However, Philemon was not able to go back home. The Encantada took him to their kingdom and made him steward of the fishes. Philemon's worried wife told her neighbors about the fish incident and that Philemon has not returned home since the night he left. They knew that the Encantadas and Encantados of Tawog might have taken him away, so they decided to bring an albulario with them to Tawog. The albulario led the neighborhood men to do a ritual for forgiveness. He slaughtered a white chicken and put its blood on the roots of the banyan tree. Then they performed some chants as they hit their kettles and pots with their sticks, chanting, Iuli si Philemon! Iuli si Philemon! Begging the Encantadas and Encantados to return Philemon. Suddenly, the leaves of the banyan tree rustled and the branches squeaked. And they heard a rumbling sound just above the spring pool. When they looked up, they saw Philemon sitting on a branch of the banyan tree. Everyone cheered and called out on Philemon. They helped Philemon get down from the branch and learned everything from him. Philemon told them how huge and magnificent their enchanted kingdom is. The news of Philemon spread throughout the barrio. Because of this, people were so careful not to harm the fishes in Tawog and to always say, "Tabi po," whenever they go there.
So that is our story for today. I hope you like it. Now let's move on to our first activity, which is the reading comprehension. All you have to do is to read the questions and then write the letter of the correct answer. Are you ready? If you are, then let's start.
Number 1. Where is the setting of the story? A. Forest, B. Spring, C. Garden, or D. Falls? The correct answer is B. Spring. Question number 2. What does Philemon do for a living? A. Farming, B. Driving, C. Fishing, or D. Selling? The correct answer is C. Fishing. Who led the ritual in Tawog to return Philemon? A. Philemon's wife, B. The neighborhood man, C. The encantada, or D. The albulario? Correct answer is letter D. The albulario. Number 4. Where did they find Philemon after they finished the ritual? A. Beside the tree, B. On a branch, C. In the spring pool, or D. Behind the roots of a tree? Correct answer is C. On a branch. Number 5. Why do the elders tell the kids not to harm nor touch the fishes in Tao? A. The fishes are poisonous, B. The fishes are beautiful to watch, C. The fishes might leave the spring, or D. The encantadas might get angry and punish them? The correct answer is D. The encantadas might get angry and punish them. Number 6. How did the neighbors manage to get back Philemon? A. They performed some chants in Tao, B. They asked the encantadas for forgiveness, C. They offered a chicken to the encantadas in a ritual, D. All of the above? The correct answer is D. All of the above.
Now, I want you to count the number of check marks you got in our reading comprehension activity. I hope you got a good score. If you got 5 or 6, that means you were able to really get the different details in our story. Way to go, kiddo! Now, let us move on to our activity number 2, which is telling whether the image is a fact or a make-believe. If it is a fact, write F. If it is a make-believe, write M. Are you ready? If you are, then let's begin.
Number 1. The correct answer is F. It's a factual image. Image number 2. Correct answer is M. It's a make-believe image. Image number 3. It's a factual image. Image number 4. It's a make-believe image. And image number 5. It's a factual image.
Now I want you to count the number of check marks you got in our activity 2. Were you able to tell whether it is a factual image or a make-believe image? Well done, kiddo! Good job! Now, are you ready for our assessment? For our assessment, you are given 8 numbers. All you have to do is to read properly the questions and then choose the letter of the correct answer. Make sure your answers are written legibly. Ready? Let's begin.
Number 1. When Philemon came to Tawog, he was miserable because he had no catch and had nothing to feed his family. The underlined word means A, hopeless, B, unhappy, C, angry, or D, tired. Number 2. The albularyo led the neighborhood man in the ritual and chanting in order to get back Philemon. The underlined word means A, elder, B, witch doctor, C, counselor, or D, chanter. Number 3. Which of the following words does not describe Philemon? A, hardworking, B, brave, C, loving, or D, selfish. Number 4. Which statement shows that Philemon was not a selfish person? A, he came to Tawog to fetch some water. B, Philemon felt so desperate because he had no catch for the day. C, you can punish me, but please spare my wife and kids, he said. Or D, I am sorry for what I did. I did not mean to harm your pets, Philemon begged. Number 5. What kind of neighbors did Philemon have? A, helpful, B, thoughtful, C, kind, or D, all of the above. Number 6. What did the Encantada do to punish Philemon? A, she turned Philemon into a fish. B, she brought Philemon to their kingdom. C, she made Philemon and his family steward of the fishes. Or D, none of them. Number 7. What Filipino trait did the neighborhood men show when they helped find ways to return Philemon to his family? A, bayanihan, B, hospitality, C, cheerfulness, or D, resilience. Number 8. If you were Philemon, would you be willing to sacrifice yourself for the sake of your family? A, yes, because I love my family. B, no, because I am afraid of fairies. C, maybe because it was my fault. Or D, I cannot decide. Done answering? If you are, then let us check your work. Number 1, when Philemon came to Tawog, he was miserable because he had no catch and had nothing to feed his family. The underlined word, miserable, means be unhappy or very sad. Number 2, the albularyo led the neighborhood man in the ritual and chanting in order to get back Philemon. The underlined word, which is albularyo, means be witch doctor or folk healer. Number 3, which of the following words does not describe Philemon? The correct answer is D, selfish. Number 4, which statement shows that Philemon was not a selfish person? Correct answer is C, when he said, you can punish me, but please spare my wife and kids, he said. That statement shows that he was a person who is willing to sacrifice himself for the sake of his loved ones. Number 5, what kind of neighbors did Philemon have? The correct answer is A, helpful. Helpful because they were willing to get an albularyo and to do everything just to retrieve or to get back Philemon and return him to his family. Number 6, what did the Encantada do to punish Philemon? The correct answer is B, she brought Philemon to their kingdom. 7, what Filipino trait did the neighborhood men show when they helped find ways to return Philemon to his family? That Filipino trait is letter A, bayanihan. Bayanihan is a Filipino trait wherein people would gather together to help someone who is in need without expecting in return. It's just free service for the good of everyone, of someone in need. Number 8, if you were Philemon, would you be willing to sacrifice yourself for the sake of your family? Here you will have varied answers. There's no right or wrong answer. It depends on your own decision. You could say, yes, because I love my family. You could say, no, because I'm afraid of fairies. Or C, maybe because it was my fault. Or D, I cannot decide.
This time, I want you to count the number of check marks you got for our assessment. If you got 7 or 8, that means you have passed the test with flying colors. That means you're doing really great. So what did you get? 7? 8? Wow, amazing! I am so proud of you. Now let's move on to our assignment. For our assignment or additional activity, what I want you to do is to practice reading the story. And then, as soon as you feel that you are ready, I want you to record it on a video. Read it orally with proper pronunciation, enunciation, correct juncture, and with proper facial expression. And of course, do not forget to have eye contact. That means you have to look at the camera so that it seems that you are looking at the eye of your audience. Is that clear? Do it very well. Good luck! I am Teacher Jean,
Teacher Eden,
Teacher Karen,
and Teacher Rhea.
and we hope that you are having a good reading time with us. Bye-bye! See you on our next video episode on